Well, is there nothing off limits to them? Let's begin. Now, of course, I could be wrong, but it appears that quite often when someone gets a mobility scooter, they seem to think that they can ride it wherever they choose to, be it either on the pavement and beeping at people as they nearly try and run them over while zooming past, or actually go slow as a snail on the road, holding up, of course, traffic in the process. But it appears they're not satisfied with either of them and have now decided to try it out on another road, a dual carriageway, if this story is anything to go by. Now listen, sunshine, I'm 92 and have been driving for 104 years, so I will ride my scooter wherever I choose to. Thank you very much. Well, you know, I heard recently that if you click that subscribe button down there, then every single one who pees people off will get lessons how not to do so. So why not give it a push? The article says a pensioner left police bemused after he was caught travelling down a 70-mile-an-hour road in a mobility scooter. The man, identified by police as only Dennis, was spotted near a slip road that leads onto the A38 in Mickleover, Derby, tooting down the dual carriageway on a vehicle that reaches top speeds of up to, wait for it, 8 miles an hour. The Derbyshire Roads policing unit rushed to the scene and Derby City Police closed off the slip road, allowing Dennis to turn round and travel back up the road against the flow of traffic safely. Well, who knows why he'd done that? Maybe, of course, he got the wrong directions on the sat-nav, or maybe he's partially blind and wanted to test his eyesight like Dominic Cummings all those months ago. Either way, though, not only was that a very dangerous thing, because of course he could have got hit by a car or could actually cause someone else to have an accident as they swerved to avoid him if they saw him at the last minute. But of course that would also hold up traffic more than what one of those eco-idiots would, I'm guessing. But can you just imagine what would happen if he got halfway down the road between the exits and his battery died? What would he do then? I mean, he could hardly call out someone like the AA, could he? If that is, he even had a mobile phone at all, he'd just be waiting there for help, wouldn't he? And obviously, whilst it's important that the police did actually get him off the dual carriageway, something like that is a bit of a waste of police time. I mean, they've got protesters to make cups of tea for, haven't they? And of course, eat donuts. And of course, when they can find time, fight some crime. The police discovered the man who has been a driver for 63 years. He has even travelled across the world with the Merchant Navy. However, despite more than 6 decades on the roads and worldwide experience, the man didn't even seem aware that he was putting himself in danger by travelling slowly on their 70-mile-an-hour road. But the government website says that Class 3 mobility scooters, which can reach maximum speeds of up to 8 miles an hour, can be driven on roads as long as they meet a particular set of criteria. Some of these include having a maximum underladen weight, a maximum width, a speed limiter, because of course 8 miles an hour can't be slow enough, can it? And efficient braking system. Not to mention front and rear lights and reflectors, indicators, a horn and a rear view mirror. Although who knows, he could have even done it to pee the councils off to make a point of some sorts. Speaking of which, in this video, something is bound to pee him off, which recently come out about their precious 20-mile-an-hour speed limit zones. Anyway, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.